Clap it up for being on the team call tonight. I hear two people. Clap it up for being on the team call tonight.
How are you?
Nobody.
Hey, turn up.
Thank you. All right, now close those all out. You guys need some tea in your system. So I'm really excited for tonight's call because we're in a huge transition with Herbalife right now. Has anybody felt like this huge shift, not only in the team, but in Herbalife in general? Raise your hands. Okay, cool. The people that have been on the team for 1 month or less, raise your hands. Can you guys hear? You guys can hear me, right? Shake your heads. Okay. 1 year or less, raise your hands. Okay, Teal. 1 year or more, raise your hand. Okay, cool. So we have a wide variety of people on the call right now. Awesome. Welcome, you guys. I just wanted to kind of gauge and see who we had on the phone right now because tonight we're going to be talking about no excuses and battling your excuses. And I know when we look at Herbalife, it's like an umbrella term to our lifestyle. So keep that in mind as we go through this conversation tonight. Do I have permission to be authentic and real with you? Shake your heads. Okay, cool. So if you don't have paper in front of you right now, get some paper out. I have 5 key steps to battling your excuses. And if you're thinking in your head right now, like, oh, I don't use excuses, no excuses, just results, right? You're a liar. We all have some kind of excuse, so get paper out. All right? So number 1, when battling your excuses is get honest with yourself. You have to be strong enough to look in the mirror and get real with yourself, okay? So I'm going to take you through the last few months of my journey. I've had a lot of excuses, and that's why it's easy for me to talk about this right now. But the first thing was I had to get real with me. I know we always hear work harder on yourself than you do on your business. Well, I was a little hobbit in the house, and I was working hard on myself, right? I was doing personal development. I was reading my books. I was listening to Gabrielle Bernstein day in, day out. Like she was my rock, right? She's an amazing personal development person for ladies, if you guys want to write her name down. But I was stuck. I was kind of like trapped in my own way. And that was one of my excuses. I'm going to break down how I overcame these in a few. Also, I used the term I know a lot. When people would start to tell me something and be like, oh, I already know. Does anybody relate to that? I know. That's just ignorant because we don't know how everybody's thinking and functioning, right? I started to think, is Herbalife right for me? So newbies on the call, it's totally and completely normal to feel like that later on in your Herbalife journey. People that have been here for a year or more, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Is Herbalife right for me? Okay, keep this in mind as I move forward. These 5-day eat clean challenges, I'm not seeing any results. Why am I still doing this? Right? Why am I doing this? Why don't I just go back to my old way of doing things? So I had all of these negative thoughts in my head, and I had to start looking at myself in the mirror and analyze what I was telling myself, who I was surrounding myself with, and what they were saying about Herbalife, what they were saying about what I was doing to get my results. And the negativity I did have in my life. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, start to think about what you're telling yourself. Oh, I'm too tired, right? We hear that from our clients all the time. I'm not going to the gym. I'm too tired. Oh, I was just hungry, so I just stopped at the quickest fast food restaurant, right? We hear things like this all the time. The biggest one is I don't have time. You guys all can relate to this one. I don't have time. I was at work and I had overtime and then I couldn't go to Fit Club. Well, if you prioritize your workout at your job, could you potentially have made it to Fit Club later, right? So your actions will tell you what your goal really is at the end of the day. And if you're really focused on that goal too. So battle your own excuses. Step number 2, you kind of have to flip the script on yourself. And I know it sounds funny, but when we look in the mirror and it's like, why me, poor me mentality, excuse, and then you're looking at yourself and you're like, why don't I have the result I want? You need to get real with you. You have to flip the script on yourself. And what I mean by this is flip everything that you were thinking negatively, okay? So I'm working on myself harder than I am on my business, right? Well, what are you doing with the knowledge that you're getting from your personal development? What are you getting from your product results, right? You have to flip the script. And what I mean by this is take your product result, share it. If you feel helpless, you have to go help somebody, right? So what I was doing, I was sitting here listening to Gabby speak for days and days and days and weeks and weeks and weeks, and I love her, but I was keeping it to myself. All the personal development I had been doing, I wasn't sharing it with anybody. So I started going on Hootsuite every single morning. I've actually been slacking on it lately. That's me getting real with myself. I need to start doing this again. I was going on Hootsuite. It's a site that you can go on and it posts automatically for you on your social media accounts, right? So I was going on there every morning after I did my personal development, and I was writing a little paragraph and posting a picture about what I learned that day. So that was me flipping the script on myself, taking my personal development and sharing it with others, because my way of doing that was inspiring others, right? Same thing with our health results. If we're going day to day and we're just keeping these shakes to ourselves, if you don't see anything on your social media, or if your friends or your people around you are not talking about Herbalife with you, you're probably not talking about Herbalife. You're probably not talking about your product results. You're probably not talking about what makes you the most excited about what we get to do, right? About Fit Club. How many people do you have with you at Fit Club? You must not be very excited about Fit Club. So you better find something to plug into that makes you excited and that puts a smile on your face, because that's going to reflect in your business, okay? Another one, I always was saying to myself, actually the last few months, I don't know if Herbalife is right for me. Okay, something I want to let you guys know, Herbalife is not the problem. Herbalife is a lifestyle. It's products we get to use to get our health results on point. Herbalife is never the problem. And it's like, okay, well, I know I have family functions. I feel bad if I go. Believe me, I was there. Family is a huge thing for me. But what my family does know is that I'm an entrepreneur and that this is my life, right? This is how I make a living. So it took them some time to get over the fact that I was gone from some family events. But now they know. I remember being at a STS. And if you guys haven't been to an STS success training seminar, they're all over the United States and the world, really. I was at STS, and it was my grandma's first year anniversary from passing. And they all went to her gravesite, and they all went out to dinner. And my grandma was one of the people that was like closest to me, right? And I sit at STS, and I'm like, wow, I'm really sitting here at an Herbalife event while my family is out doing what they need to do. But I had to flip the script on myself again. I could have used that as an excuse. But honestly, that's not building my business. And I love my grandma to death, but I knew she was looking down on me, and she was proud of what I was doing because I was building my life for the future, right? So I know there are birthday parties. I know there are barbecues. I know there are things we want to get to, but there are sacrifices that we do have to make along the way in order to get where we want to go. So get really clear of where you want to go as well. All right. And realize Herbalife isn't the problem. It's never the problem. It's always a solution. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. Well, if you use Herbalife in the correct manner, you can have all the time and freedom you want. You can have all the money you want. You just have to do it in the right way. Okay. And then another thing that has been going on lately is these 5-day eat clean challenges. Is this right for me? Okay. I've heard a lot of people say, it's so easy, I don't even want to do it. I've heard that from multiple people. And it is really easy. Getting the 5-day eat clean challenge is easy to get out. It's $20, right? Who doesn't want to spend $20 to get their health on point? There's not one person I've talked to that doesn't want to invest $20 in themselves. It's the follow-up that's hard. It's the staying consistent with every single day that that person's on a program to check in with them and make sure they're doing the right thing. Yes, it's easy work. Yes, we have the same script every week. But if you perfect that script every single week, imagine what your business is going to boom like. Okay? And so my excuse was, I'm not seeing the result right now. Why am I still doing this? Okay? So my volume last month, I'm going to be honest, I've been struggling to hit 2,500. I've been struggling to hit 2,500. Me as a global expansion team member, I've been struggling to hit my 2,500 supervisors. Believe it or not. It's not something I talk about a lot of the time, and my excuse for a very long time was, I'm just not good with volume, right? I can do this and this and this, and I know how to build an organization and maintain people, but I'm not good with volume. Excuse, right? I had to look myself in the mirror and say, like, if these people can do it, I can do it. There was a point in time that I was doing it. What happened, right? So I stayed consistent with the 5-day Eat Clean challenges. I was in my little pity party. I got 17 challenges out last month, and I was like, okay, I'm not seeing a result. Why am I still doing this? So I stopped. I stopped 2 weeks into last month. I didn't go through with getting any more 5-day Eat Clean challenges out the last 2 weeks. I think I had like 3 people in my last 2 weeks. It wasn't as big as my first 2 weeks in August. And then I started analyzing my numbers. Last supervisor call we were on. And every single time we have a new client, whether it's like they order in September or they order last month in August, it accumulates to your clients, right? So I had a total of, I had 17 challenges out. I have 9 people total that have purchased full plans from those 17, right? Last week, I only had 7. So it's you staying consistent and building those relationships with people that is going to, you're going to reap benefits from it in the long term, okay? So just staying consistent with that, which brings me to number 3. Patience is a virtue. Patience is not something I was born with. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And some of you guys are smiling because you know for a fact exactly what I'm talking about right now. And patience is difficult sometimes. When you're not seeing that things are just, happening right before your eyes. We can manifest everything we want from the universe and everything we want from our life. And if it doesn't happen right away, the way we want it, and we don't have the control, it's an issue. And I'm a control freak, I'll admit it. And I have issues with a lot of things that don't happen when I want them to. But when I started to let go and just let everything happen when it happened, things started coming in a lot faster. I stopped focusing on money because money was an issue for a while, and the money started flowing in. And it's funny, I forgot who I was talking to. I was like, I pay bills when they come in, right? A lot of people, they'll wait to the end of the month, see if they have enough money for food and all this other stuff. When I see a bill on the table, it's paid. I know I get paid on the 15th of every month. I know when I deposit that check and it clears, that I'm paying all my bills. I'm not worried about food. I'm not worried about the gas money. I'm not worried about things that are going to happen in the future. I'm worried about right now what I need to pay for. This is the water bill I've already paid online, okay? So just really knowing no matter what that the money is gonna flow in is one big area that I know a lot of people sometimes stop working because they don't see the money right away. And I know it's really difficult to stick with the 5-day Eat Clean challenges too, because they are only $20. And if people are only investing $20, it's kind of hard to follow up with them because it's like, okay, I'm not seeing the cash flow right away. But if you stick consistent with those clients, you better believe that they're not only going to order a 30-day plan from you, they're going to continue to order month after month after month, and you don't know who the next person that you sell a $20 trial to that will be your next President's Team member. So keep that in mind every single time you talk to somebody, every single time you sell a trial to somebody, every time they get on a full program. Remember those relationships you're building right now. Every single relationship. And if you're ignoring somebody that's around you, you're doing yourself injustice. I'm just going to let you know right now. So another thing with patience, remember that we didn't lose the weight. We didn't gain the weight. We didn't get our health result overnight. So you have to stick to whatever program you're doing. Something I was doing, another excuse I had, I didn't have another health result. And it sounds so funny because we know how to manipulate our bodies. People that I've been here for 3.5 years now. We know how to manipulate our bodies. So when we go binge eating, because it happens, don't act like it doesn't happen. It happens, right? We know how to snap back. We know how to get on our program. We know how to get the ab definition back, right? So my health results were kind of all over the place. And one thing, we obviously work harder on ourselves than on our business. If you're doing it with personal development, great. But something you also have to do is do it with your results, okay? So I was challenged by Chuck to run 75 miles this month in September. I am not a runner, right? I'm swimming with Stacy and Shayla and Ryan and Lexi, and man, swimming is easy for me. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing Alcatraz again. I'm gonna have another result. This is my 3rd year swimming Alcatraz. This is not a new result. This is me finishing, going across the finish line with other people that haven't done it before. That's their new health result. Me looking myself in the mirror is like, all right, I'm gonna start running. This is gonna be awesome. And I put a smile on my face, actually August 31st, and I was like, I'm gonna start before September starts to see how this goes. My day one, you guys, is like day one at Fit Club. Not fun. It's not fun when your lungs are burning. It's not fun when your legs are burning. It's not fun when your shin hurts. It's not fun when you're wearing the wrong shoes because you know nothing about running. It's not fun when you don't know the pace of what you're doing, right? We all have excuses why not. But when you have an end goal, there's a reason why too. And I was like, all right, well, I've been eating things that I wanted. I've been just swimming just to get by. I've been maintaining my results, but it's time to do something new, right? So I'm going to complete 75 miles at the end of September, and I'm probably going to surpass it because I've been running more than the average every single day just to prove a point to myself that I can do more than what I thought I was capable of, right? Patience. Keeping your best every day, no matter what. So we have that patience is a virtue. We have continue the faith, but doing your best every day, even if it's hard. And whatever your best is when you wake up in the morning and you do your personal development and you share it with others, like give your best effort every single day. We're learning something new every single day, so apply it. Don't be one of those people that's just reading a book and you're like, oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll share it with others. Are you applying it to your life? Are you applying it to your life? Whatever you're reading in your book right now, first of all, is it something that you need to be reading? Is it an area you need to get better in, or are you just reading just to read? 2, figure out where you need to improve. And then 3, apply it. Don't sit here and don't be the one to read it, share it, and then people looking at you like, why is he telling me to do that? Like if they're not doing it, right? I hear it all the time. It happens everywhere, all across the board. But really read and utilize the information you're reading, okay? And number 5 is reap the benefits. After going through all the stuff, after looking at yourself in the mirror, acknowledging your faults and your excuses, flipping the script on yourself, having the faith in the process, you get to reap the benefits. And I'm looking at faces right now like, I'm waiting for these benefits so I can, live my life. I see the looks on people's faces right now, and it's like, you're probably in stage 4 right now where it's like, I really need to have the faith that everything is going to work out. I'm really at a place in my life that I'm feeling helpless and I'm doing everything I can. Believe me, it's coming. So really get clear with your goals. Really accept the fact that it's coming to you. Manifest whatever you want in your life because it's coming. But you also have to be able to accept it. I know a lot of the times we give and give and give, and we don't necessarily have arms open to receive. But when people are willing to give to you because you've given to them, that's when the benefits start coming in. When you give all your time and energy to your clients that, put the $20 investment in. They bought their full plan and you're staying consistent, following up with them every single day. believe me, you're going to be reaping benefits from them later on in life. Especially when they sign up, especially when they see the vision, especially when they understand what Mark Hughes' vision is and what yours is, they're going to attach to that, and you're going to have a lot more benefit in the long run. Okay. So I'm gonna pass this over to Chuck. I have a question for him because every single day, he has a mentality like I've never seen before. First of all, it's crazy to look at volume, and he hit over 6,000 volume points last month. He's doing crazy things. He works a full-time job, you guys. Like, Herbalife is not his full-time job. I don't know if you guys know this or not. But my question for you is, what is your day-to-day mentality behind your success? Like, why are you still going? I want you to kind of share that with everybody because it was crazy when I heard it. So please share.
All right. Yep. Nope. Herbalife is not my full-time job yet. I hate my full-time job. I'm a case manager. It's horrible. Hate going to work. I hate having somebody over me. So that actually drives me to work harder with Herbalife. And it's not even the fact about working harder with Herbalife. It's just more so working harder on myself. We always hear, like Jen said, you work harder on yourself than you do your business. So last month, I stopped worrying about the business so much. I really didn't even have goals for last month. We kind of just wrote them down just to write them down. But so just focusing on me and my personal goals and whatnot. So I started reading 10X Rule. I wrote out personal goals more so than business goals. And it was the running. It was working on the Eat Clean challenges. Because what the Eat Clean challenges do for me is it helps me with my follow-up. And my follow-up is horrible. So like my mentality behind, day to day is do something to progress in my business. So whether that's make a sale or sell a trial or do something toward my results, I track it daily. I track every day, and I've been doing it since the middle of last month. I've been tracking my daily volume as far as personal volume, my overall volume, my trials, my new clients daily. And what it's making me do is follow up more because, like I said, I was horrible. So my mentality is do something every day to progress in my business and with myself because I hate my job. I hate the fact that they could just call me in at any time. I hate that I have deadlines to reach and all that kind of stuff. It's just annoying. Like, I don't clock in, but I'm always on the clock, if that makes sense. So, like I said, I started doing a 10X rule. And something I noticed is a lot of people, even not just my downline, but pretty much the whole team, everybody been going through something in their personal lives. A lot of people have been slacking with their results. And ultimately that's affecting your success and how you look at success. So everybody's throwing pity parties. You're eating what you want. You're being lazy. And Herbalife is just, it's last on the list. And, that's just how it works. And one thing I know about success is success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. All right. So every day we have multiple opportunities to work towards success. All right. That means we have to properly prepare. So for me, it's running, right? That's my goal for this month. I'm running 100 miles this month. What I do is I lay out my clothes or I take them with me. Like right after church, like directly after church, I changed and I ran 3 miles right around the church. That was my opportunity to take one step closer to my goals. I know if I left there and I started going home, I wasn't going to run. Everyone has that same mentality when it comes to doing something. You should be doing it, but I don't feel like it. So I took the opportunity, I ran, and that helped me progress in my business already. already because I got people after that post hit me up. Like, you're so motivated. Like, it's not that I'm motivated. It's just I'm trying to take every opportunity I get and take advantage of it. Because the opportunities you don't take advantage of, somebody else will. So when it comes to Herbalife, if you don't talk to this one person you just passed, somebody else is going to get them. All right. So as far as opportunities, we got opportunities to follow up with our clients. If your volume isn't moving, think about when the last time you followed up with your people. It doesn't take long to send a text opposed to doing nothing. So it might not be the best time to call, but at least text. They're going to appreciate it a lot more because I know I warn people when I talk to them initially, there's two types of people in Herbalife, people that sell it and people that coach. Think about it. Are y'all people that sell the products? You get the products out, you explain it to them, maybe how to use the products, and then you don't talk to them until it's time to re-up? Are you a seller or are you a coach? So think about it when you think about your follow-up. And then as far as like consistency, when it comes to our happiness, progress is what's going to make us happy. So progress means getting results. Our business, right? If you choose Herbalife, if that's something you want to do in the future as far as full time, then you have to start working like it now. All right. So my mindset when it comes to the business is keep working on my goals as far as my personal goals. I want to get my abs back. So I'm going to keep working on myself, and that's going to attract people. The results you have right now, is it results that people are going to want? No matter what size you are or anything, if you've made progress, people want to look like you. You're going to attract somebody. But if you're posting the same exact pictures you was posting 3 months ago, they've seen them already. No one is paying attention to your results that you posted 3 months ago. If you're not making progress with yourself, you're not feeling happy. If you're not feeling happy, it's going to affect everything around you, whether you're in school, whether you're at work, whether you're doing Herbalife. People aren't going to want to be around you. You're not going to get much work done, and your business is going to suck. And it ultimately relates to your results. So if your results suck, so will everything else. Because you're going to look in your mirror every day, and you're going to see something that you don't want to see. But if you look in the mirror every morning and you actually like what you see, you're going to be happier. You're going to feel better about yourself. When you feel better about yourself, you're smiling and you're more attractive to everybody. But if you don't like what you see in the morning, it's going to start your day off wrong. You're going to be in the mood like, I haven't had my tea yet. It ain't your tea. You just don't like what you see in the mirror. So get real with yourself. Step 1. Am I taking opportunities to work out when I can? If you don't have much time to work out, do squats in between whatever you're doing. Do some push-ups. Do something. 2 push-ups all day is better than nothing. Slow progress is still progress. But you got to take advantage of your opportunities. All right, so when it comes to consistency, all right, many of us are persistent at first. All right, when you first start seeing results, you like, oh man, I'm going to keep going. Then you start slacking. All right, just like with your business. You start getting all these clients, you do all this stuff, you posting and you talking to people and you're getting all these clients, but you're not following up. You're persistent. So if you're persistent, you will get it. So y'all are persistent. Y'all got y'all results and y'all got y'all new clients from those results. But once you start being inconsistent, you lose everything. So if you're persistent, you will get it. If you're consistent, you will keep it. So many people, I saw y'all in the gym, working out, posting your personal development. Y'all were very persistent early in the summer. Not consistent though. I ain't seen a lot of people doing nothing lately. So now relate that to how happy you are. Relate it to your business. It's a wake-up call, right? So once you do whatever you're doing to do it, like to get your results and get your clients, keep doing it. It's going to pay off. Your consistency will pay off. But once you slack, everything will slack. Your results, your grades, your productivity at work, and your business. Everything is related to how you feel about yourself. So as far as like the Eat Clean challenges, yeah, they're real easy to get off. I got off 46 last month. But my follow-up sucked so bad, I only got 11 clients, well, 13 now, because some people just ordered this weekend. But I got one new member out of that 46, and she just hit senior consultant. Sheila, shout out to Sheila. She's on the call right now. But I think she's going to have, at this point in time, she's got like almost 40 trials out herself. But it's easy to get them off. But if you're not following up, you're not going to keep anybody. You're not going to be consistent following up. You're not going to keep them. But overall, you have to work on yourself. You have to do what you got to do to make yourself happy. And that's mainly centered around your results. We are all health coaches. Maybe you don't feel like one right now because you have personal stuff going on. Some of that stuff is still related to how you look at yourself in the mirror. But one thing I can say, since last week or since Monday, I did an Eat Clean challenge with my downline. Everybody got results. Everybody lost at least 3 to 5 pounds, and they're feeling a lot better about themselves. Now they're more attractive. I'm even more attractive. I got results. And since I became more attractive, I have random people hitting me up for orders. That's how it works. When you start feeling good about yourself, all the work that you've put in the past is going to come back. Right? Step 5, reap the benefits. So whatever plan you got to write out to get your results back in tip-top shape, one thing I can say is accountability is amazing. I had different accountability partners in different areas. When it came to running, I had Jen. When it came to the business, I had Lay. And then right now, me and my downline are reading 10X Rule. 10X Rule so far, I've been posting a lot more than just 3 times a day. And it's drawing all kinds of attraction from everywhere. But it's all about how you feel about yourself. So you can make whatever plan you want for your business. I want to get 100 clients this month and this and that. But if you don't feel good about yourself, you won't get 2. So the biggest takeaway, the most important thing I could say is get an accountability partner for whatever you want to do with your results. Don't get somebody that's going to slack, that's going to let you slack. But get somebody that's going to push you. Get somebody you're going to be uncomfortable with. Because you know they're going to push you. That's why you're uncomfortable. And I promise you, you'll get more results. You'll start feeling better about yourself, and you will become more attractive. And the thing about this business, no one's happy until you start making money. If you're not making money and you're doing all this work, now you're like, Herbalife ain't doing nothing for me. That's because you ain't doing nothing. Get your results, keep your results, and follow up. If y'all want to build a business, it's all in the follow up. So follow up with yourself first and see if you're doing what you got to do to get your results. However you follow up with your clients or not, actually improve how you follow up with yourself so you can improve how you follow up with your clients. But I'm going to pass it back to Jen. Thank you for letting me talk.
Awesome. Definitely got some nuggets from that. Persistency and consistency is key. Get it and keep it. That's really plain and simple about everything that he was just talking about. So we have a lot of new things going on in Herbalife, right? We always have promotions come up. We always have different events and things like that. So I'm going to bring up Pat, and he's going to give us our announcements to wrap this call up. And we're going to get going. So we're all on the same page. Go ahead, Pat.
Bam, cool. What up, y'all? How y'all doing? We over here at AJ's crib. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run you guys through a few announcements we got. We got a few promotions coming up, and then also a few big trainings. So Mega, anybody ever heard of Mega? Raise your hand. Out in LA, right? One of the biggest training our team do. So it's gonna be basically everybody's flying in. I believe Chuck's flying in from Florida, from our team. But it's going to be people flying in from everywhere. So if you can get to LA this weekend, talk to your sponsor, talk to your mentor, and they can give you more details as far as Mega. Yacht party, rooftop party, the LA Triathlon, we got training. It's everything you need. So if you can get down there this weekend, I highly recommend it. Do whatever you can. Make any sacrifices that you can to get there. All right, that's the first thing. Mega this weekend in LA. The second thing, October LDW. So last time we heard about this was last month, but it's sneaking up on us. It's next month, right? Now, the thing is about Leadership Development Weekend, you have to be a supervisor and above to qualify to go, right? Who on the call is not a supervisor? Or anybody in this room, right? Chef, I see a few people. We got a whole month to get you guys a supervisor. If you think it's rough or it's hard, we just still going to go for it. You never know what can happen. Right, so when you guys qualify for supervisor, you get to go to a special training that's 3 days. It's 2 to 3 days long versus just 1 day, right? And that was the first event I ever went to, and it changed my life. It changed my business. So that's an event you guys definitely want to go to. Talk to your mentor. Talk to your sponsor. They can give you more details on where that's at. All right, the third thing, last final announcement, Big Bear. So if you guys have never heard about Big Bear before, if you guys are in California, it's like our Northern California Tahoe. If you guys are somewhere else, it's basically a place where there's snow, cabins, stuff like that. Super fun. But I'm going to tell you guys the qualifications on what you have to do to qualify. So make sure you write this down. You pay close attention because everybody can qualify, no matter where you are in the marketing plan. All right, here we go. Bam. Y'all listening? Hold on, y'all. We got a few team members over here, too. Bam, bam, bam. What's up, y'all? Bam. That's it. All right, cool. So make sure everybody's listening to this, man. We want everybody there. So we got the Big Bear qualification. So it's going to be December 19th through the 21st. So make sure you write down this date because you're going to be there. All right? Now, you must be a supervisor right now or a new supervisor. So listen up. You have to do 20 trial packs out, right? And you have to get 10 new clients 3 months in a row. So it would be September, October, November. 20 trial packs out, 10 new clients, and you have to do at least 2,500 in those months. At least, bare minimum 2,500. Or your second option is doing 5,000 personal volume 3 months in a row. So if you do 5,000 volume points this month, next month, and the month after that, you qualify to go to a free vacation in Big Bear for a whole weekend with the top producers on our team. Everything's paid for, right? Now, if you're not a supervisor yet, don't worry. You still can qualify. Now, if you hit supervisor this month, right? So, Janessa, you hitting supervisor this month, right? She hitting soup this month, right? So, when Janessa hits supervisor this month, for the next 2 months, she has to either do 20 trial packs out and 10 new clients, right? In October and November. Or she has to do 5,000 volume points in October and November, and she's fully qualified to go to Big Bear for free. right? Does that make sense? Yeah? All right, now, if you don't hit supervisor in September, right, say if you can't get it, but you're working hard, but say if you hit it in October. If you hit supervisor in October, then in November, you have 1 month. You can get out 20 trial packs and get 10 new clients all in 1 month, doing a bare minimum of 2,500 volume points, or you can just do 5,000 volume points your first month as supervisor, and you get to qualify for a free trip, right? So I knew I just shot a lot of numbers at you guys. Who's this right here? She's looking a little confused. Brianna, what's up? She's like, I got you, but I don't know. All right. Talk to whoever signed you up, and they'll be able to break it down for you so you can understand it a little better. All right? So all you guys on the line, if you don't understand all the numbers too much at you, go ahead and talk to your mentor. I'm pretty sure they can break it down for you. But just know you want to get to supervisor within the next 30 days. So you can go to Leadership Development Weekend. And then also you can qualify to be at Big Bear. So that's pretty much it, y'all. Do you guys have any questions based on the call? Any questions for Chuck, Jen? Any questions for me? If you have any questions about anything, go ahead and unmute the line and ask away. Or anybody in the room? Nope. All right. Did somebody come off mute? Nope. All right, y'all. Well, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this Sunday's call. Next week, the call may not be on Sunday because we'll probably be in LA for Mega. So the call may be moved till Monday. We'll be posting a flyer about further details. And then the week after that, we have a guest speaker. So stay tuned for that. A lot of great. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out. Let's have a powerful weekend, y'all. Powerful week ahead of us. So let's get it. Peace out, y'all. Dwight, what up?
What's up with it, big dog?
Yeah, I see you.